Welcome to Kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 80 string length attribute in ASP.NET MVC. So before watching this video, please watch my part 75, 76, 77, 78 and 79. In part 79, I was explained about areas in MVC. So in this session, we will learn string length attribute in ASP.NET MVC. So let's What is string length? String length attribute is present in system.componentModel.data annotations namespace and is used to enforce minimum and maximum length of characters that are allowed in a data field. You can see here in this figure, you can see uh, the field string length and its maximum character length, minimum length, and the error message. Okay, and points to remember, string length attribute is present in system.componentModel.data annotations namespace. You require this namespace while you give the attribute to the class. String length attribute verifies that a string is of certain length but does not enforce that the property is required. So if you want to put the required attribute, you will separate put it. If you want to enforce that the property is required, use required attribute. Okay, so let's flip to the Visual Studio and check it how to do it. So first I will create the data entity model. So right click on the models and add ADO.NET data entity model. Give it the name sample data model, sample data model, and then right click on this, click on next. Use the name MVC tutorial entities for the connection string. Click on next and use the table this site user. Okay, and here MVC tutorial model. Okay, give the namespace MVC tutorial model. So my MVC tutorial model will be created here and display the table data here in this model, data entity model. Right, save this and build it. Right, after building this data model, let's create controller. So right click on this controller, add controller. We will select views with use using entity framework controller so that all the views and entity framework models will be taken inside of the controller, generate automatically. We will use model class, the site user table. This is my site user and my application name is web application 4 dot models. So select this one and data context class MVC tutorial entities, right? This one with web application 4 dot models. So it will generate views and layout. I have checked it, so let's create it. In the view page of the data, I required to change the names property with using string length attribute. So let's run the program and check it whether my project is running or not. What is my controller name? This site user controller, right? So let's write here site user Okay, run it. Why it doesn't display anything? Right click on this index view, go to the view and check. The view is available but running, not running. Okay, let's close it and run it again and check why that was not working. The name is correct, site users and index is my view page name. My controller name is site users, not site user. So that was not displayed and now it displays, right? When I click on edit and I want to put this username between 4 to 10 characters. If less than 4 characters, then it will display the error. If more than 10 characters, then it will display the errors. So let's do it. How to do it? What we will create one model inside of this model class. So right click on this, add. Before it, we have to stop the debugging. Right click on the model, add class, give it the name, site user metadata, right? Site user metadata. And in this class, we will call the partial view, which is created when we generate this data entity model. This data entity model contains this site user metadata.cs. Okay, sorry, not this one. This was first created. Okay, let's check. This sample data model contains this table and its classes, which is available in this sample data model.tt. Okay, so here site user.cs is the partial class and it is auto generated. If we modify here for the string length, then the in auto generate it will create the problem. So we don't modify this class and we have created this inside of this model. We will create a new class. uh, okay, we will create a new class. Right click on this models, add and class, use name site user metadata. Okay, let's create it and we will add that data entity models partial view, the partial view, this one. So let's copy this, paste it here. Okay, I will delete all the fields because I don't want to use this one. Just I want the name of this partial class site user and I will collect the data of the string length and all the fields whichever I want to change from here to this partial class. For that, what I will do, I will use here the tag. Before adding a tag, I will add the namespace using system dot component model dot data annotations, right? And here I will use metadata type and type of this table. Okay, because we want to collect data from this. Okay, so type of site user metadata, right? And in which field we want to change? I want to change in this field, site username. Okay, username. So Select this field, put it here and give it the required string length attribute. So string length, okay, give the maximum length. I want to use maximum length 10 and minimum length. So minimum length equal to suppose 4. Okay. Now, so these changes will affect to this partial class. Okay. Let's save it, build it, and run the application. Build is successful. Go to the metadata view page and let's check for editing. Let's edit, click on edit. Now here is the 4 characters, so it is allowed. If I put less than 4 characters then and click on the save button, it is displays the error minimum length 4 and maximum length of 10. If I write more than 10 characters, okay, then it will also display this error. Okay, and if I write 4 characters or more than 4 characters, it doesn't display any error. Okay, now there is one problem, this error from system, and if you want to put error message by yourself or custom error message, then you can use here comma error error message equal to please add proper characters between 4 to 10. Okay, this error message will be generated. And another problem is, let's first solve this. Okay, restart it, refresh the page. Okay, we have to generate again. You can see here this site users edit one page. Let's go to the same place using this link, controller name, view name, and the record, first record. Okay, yeah, now you can see our custom error message will be generated. Please add proper characters between 4 to 10. Okay, and if you want to system error, then no need to write anything, it will automatically display the error message. But here is one thing, if I don't put anything and click on save it, it will say the blank record. I don't want it. For that, what I will do, I will go to this class and add the require attribute. This is separate from string length, so I will add here the require attribute, require. Okay, and save it, run it again, and let's check. The blank record must not be generated. Okay, so site users edit one, directly go to the same page where we have to change. Let's put a blank